What's up, guys? Let's get this thing started. I'm kind of pissed off with how I ended the last recording. If you haven't watched it, episode 5 in the Madden 23 playlist. Um, yeah, it was just me. It was just me. Like I wasn't, I wasn't following the plays. But thing is, if I keep on following the plays, I'm never gonna be able to push forward. You know, because like I said, I don't know. I don't know how to do like whatever audible I need to do. I I have no idea. Like when I start running, following the path, if I'm even getting into close to that, because I'm not getting any. So hey, I can control it. I'll control it. You know what I mean? What is this? This is something new. Ratings adjustment. Just starting out. Chad Johnson, what's up to you and how you're doing in the rating? Okay.
All right, you're getting somewhere. A big game or two here could get some people talking.
I mean, at 81, 81 overall. Matchup 99 DL. Heads up, you're up against a 99 rated DL. Rated. Pick a team.
Keep your head on the swivel and those feet ready to move. You're about to match up with a D lineman in the 99 club, and he can bring a lot of pain.
Okay, defensive lineman. Okay.
Might want to get the ice bath ready too.
Ice bath. I actually tried ice bath one time. Oof, it was. It's not cozy. I lasted as long as I could last, which like I think a minute or two.
This is what we've been waiting for. You're about to match up with a DB in the 99 club.
It's back. Okay.
But nobody can hold you. Keep your feet fast, your mind ready. Let's go.
What are these videos like? Is it just telling me what I'm going up against? Like, is that doing anything good for me? How's that even? They're good, but then they're 3 and 4. Well, not doing too good. 5 and 3, but you know.
Oh, hey, I'm glad I ran into you. I know you got a lot going on today, but I want to talk to you really quick.
Yeah, what's up, Andy?
Look, by just about any individual measure, this season has been an amazing success for you. We brought you in, we asked you to prove it, and you have proven that you can be a star. The
Can
fans
be a
love you,
star.
the entire organization
Is
loves
there?
what you're
What does
doing
she
on the
mean?
field.
Can
It's been
be a
great.
star.
Nah, I'm happy to hear it. I'm glad everyone's seen the work I've been putting in.
Seriously, you keep this up, and there's no reason why you can't be a franchise cornerstone for years to come. I hope when you're signing another deal in the offseason, you'll be making this your home long term.
I mean,
I can't even begin to
my guy's
explain how
been
much
in,
that means to me.
I think, a
I
year
mean, from
or
day one when I came in here, I was
4
welcomed and
years
given
or
an
something.
opportunity to shine like never before.
And look, you made the most of it.
He's not really a
Keep it up,
rookie,
all right?
so
That's what I do.
sure it can be. Not really a rookie that would change, you know. It can be the future of the franchise. I don't know where to look for it. Look at that. Breathe. Yeah. We're gonna keep this an open day. The prank war. Let's do some light yoga. Some light stuff. And I can fucking and I've always wanted to try acupuncture. I don't know if it really feels good. Oof. All right. Yeah, what is that superstar X Factor? Like, what does that even do? It just gives you an extra boost or something? I don't even know what mine is. Do I even
Today,
have one?
from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has.
Oh yeah, I think Daily Rams was Super Bowl last season.
Raymond James Stadium. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Knock it out.
The Bucs offense set to get things started here in front of this home crowd. And we'll be watching how well these receivers can get open, especially this man in his 5th NFL campaign. You see the numbers for the first half of the year, and obviously he's been an important part of this offense.
He certainly has, because his ability to get downfield, attract extra attention, helps open up things for everyone else on offense as well. And I certainly wouldn't be surprised if he improves his numbers in the second half of the year as well.
Now with
all right, it's gonna work. Yeah, follow the play. I was open. Probably didn't even pass it.
Defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
Come on.
The pass is caught by
Hey, first down. Yeah.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. The Buccaneers sit 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins.
Come on, you should have given that to me.
When you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago, I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better, one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Oh, really? Like, go. I was looking at him.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, here's
Got him.
That's Nash. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
As soon as I get close, in the very, very first drive, I mess it up and do a turnover.
Into the red zone. It's Brady.
Oh. Here we go. Here we go again. I'm not going to mess it up.
Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady.
Aye.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now these two teams, you
I
may
got to catch. You see, I'm messing it up again.
Last year, and that game was also here at Raymond James Stadium. The Rams ran out to a 27-3 lead.
Oh, I almost.
But in the end, former Buck Matt Gay hit the game winner at the gun, and the Rams advanced 30-27.
I think this is like the first time. This is a good sign. The first time I'm going to be able to score right away in the first drive.
At this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Let him run.
Terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Go. Let's go. Hey!
For a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Not gonna mess it up with a pass. That was too close.
Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Look at that. Wide open. Oh, those two bump each other. This guy bumped on him. Here we go. Oof.
Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. To throw, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
I said to me, man.
And he'll get that to Fournette complete.
That's flag.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space.
Ooh, got him.
And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
I got that, dude. He froze.
Really nice gain.
I don't know if he froze or just didn't care. Because he didn't even do anything. Yeah. What number was that? 53? Yeah, 53 or...
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities.
Oh.
Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Oh, man.
And this one's incomplete.
Come on.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Again, it's Brady.
All right, there we go. First time. Oh, man. He messed me up. He's like, oh. Okay. He messed me up. Got speared.
So many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route.
What is the hitch route? Push it.
Take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Brady now on first down.
No!
Intercepted.
Here we go again. Here we go. Man.
Definitely not the
changed it last minute and
oh. Possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Well, the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. There's the running back, Cam Akers. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening, too?
Oh, I hope they don't score. Oh, they scored.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time.
Oh, I think the offense is good, so yeah, I can't afford those mess-ups.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
run. gonna run even more.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We didn't need to ask
I
around.
don't like it on the right side.
This guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. Call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
I don't like it when I'm on the right side. I hate it.
Just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Seems off, especially how the camera is set up.
Now they completed a couple on this
I
drive.
really don't want to change the camera settings too. I'm already used to it.
Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The final shot before half for Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we
Oh man, I didn't make it. I didn't even pay attention to the time. Oh
That's the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the
man,
action.
I just lost that.
To begin the third quarter.
I just lost. I lost those games.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack.
Go down.
These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Damn it, I don't even know which one's mine.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady.
Go.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Brady now on first down. Over the middle.
Dang.
That's Nash. And he is tackled
Stop.
inside the 49.
That was gonna be a good one.
35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I always like to highlight like the weather here too. Damn. Boom.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I always thought that they highlight the weather to where you playing the weather, rainy, snowy, something like that, but it's not.
On play action, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now Brady again. That is caught.
I almost had him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th
Drink it up.
now on the season. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there.
What?
So that challenge, a successful one.
Whatever, bro. Let's do it. What is going on? Are you?
Brady now on third and goal. And in for the
There you go. There you go.
Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year.
Just delaying the inevitable. Don't tell me you're going to challenge it again.
Here in the final minute of the third.
I don't think they're going to score anymore. Yeah.
So out come the Bucs now. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Bandit.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nash. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
No way, bro.
Gets away with one. Lucky could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. You. Mike, sugar.
They're going to look to throw. And that nearly intercepted.
Dang it.
It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw.
No, you pass it to me. Go. First down. Come on.
So the
Come on.
completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Come on, man. They're on their side.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And
now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first down, Brady.
You've got to be kidding me.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the
Me again.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And they're able to get this one across
Nope.
the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Now Brady.
Got it.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Brady's throw there complete.
Got him.
A big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 20
score.
yards there on the catch and run.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
We're going to score.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. To throw is Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Nash. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Brady. And this is called a touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right right there to take the lead, and also
I thought I was not gonna get anything before he threw it.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any
For two.
Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Tampa Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year.
Yep.
And they'll get to start.
All right. Is that even gonna give me any kind of upgrade skills? Since they're 99 rating, whatever, on defense. Let's see. Nope. Which is what? Says it broke a single season record or something.
You know what?
Season receiving record. Okay.
Now I know how hard this was. Over 1,967 yards in a season? Sheesh.
Right.
Congrats on history.
Hey man. All thanks for
I still think I'm better though.
Tom. Give me those targets. Sansa wants to talk about the contract. What contract? Yeah, they dropped some big news on you last week. Yeah, I'd say so. They're bringing out the contract, man. You earned it, and well, it's my agent. While it's greater offering you a deal, just remember you might not want to jump on that right. So, case and player cards right, we might be able to secure any bag next spring. Okay. Locked in though, so if you heard about how the rest of the season might go, feel free to sign now. It's your call, you set up. So my estimated market value is 9 mil. But they're giving me 4 years, 21, with 1,200 bonus, whatever that is, bonus per game. Did I accept it? Hey, yeah, it's accepted. Hey man, I can always ask for a trade. Anyway, so let's do it Kevin Durant style or LeBron style. Yeah, no, Kevin Durant style. Just hey, I know I just signed yesterday, but it's not working out. I need a trade. I know it doesn't work like that in the NFL, but you know, we'll see. I know KD didn't do it like that. He waited a year after without playing, barely playing that 1 year. So
Yo, what's good, Sosa?
I've got some good news for you, my man.
Had a feeling you might. Let's hear it.
Well, it's actually good news for both of us. Because as of today, I'm the agent of Nike's newest athlete.
And that's me.
Good guess.
Oh, man.
there you go.
I'm repping the swoosh, baby. That's what's up.
Yes, you are. What you've been doing on the field made it easy to get a deal done.
Man, I've been waiting for this day to come.
I know you have, man. Keep an eye out for something from Nike. I'm sure they'll be sending you some love.
I'll be looking out for it. Thanks, Sosa.
Of course.
How are you gonna wear it? Is he gonna go to the change the gear spot or what? It seems like everything was already unlocked. Let's do this. Come on.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Drew Lock and the Seattle Seahawks.
Now,
Alright, that's enough of that.
5 miles northwest.
That's enough of that.
The Buccaneers offense ready to go here in front of the home faithful. And the one we'll be watching is this man at wideout. He's had a season for the ages. Over 2,000 yards receiving. Simply incredible.
Yeah, and for the longest time, we've thought about Calvin Johnson. 1,964 yards. That was the standard before you could get to 2,000. This is uncharted territory that we're talking about right now. I just wonder, how much higher can he take this?
And that's the question everybody wants to know is, what's the final tally going to be? And that one drops down, incomplete.
Alright, let's go.
Force the ball free, and it's second down. Brady.
That's about runs.
Caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady.
Ooh.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash.
I
And
think
there
my guy's slowing down every time they're about to tackle me because of
21 yards there as
just
they
why. It's just so that they can lock in the animation. That's kind of cheating. I'm not running it. I'm not running it. Don't block in the. Don't block in the animation. Just to slow me down.
So no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Bucs at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his.
I got it. Oh! Catch it.
All the way down at the 3.
Aren't you supposed, if you touch that thing, aren't you supposed to, wouldn't it be supposed to be a touchdown?
And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Challenge? Alright, let's push. Let's run it.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 9, Brady.
I'm just going straight.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Why did you pass him? I'm asking for the ball, bro.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Let's get a good drive on this one. Let's go.
Brady to throw again.
Oh.
Over the middle, complete. That's Nash. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
Slip through.
Brady now to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. After 7-0.
I still keep it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh! I just didn't see him.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Right there. Right there.
And as we've seen,
again.
points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them.
As long as they don't score.
Well, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
57,
Now Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he gets us just shy of the 40 down down at the 39. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I'm gonna run straight through, man.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls.
Straight through and ask for the ball.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
56.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Nash. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain. But he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them. And if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good
pushing it. We'll be able to score before then.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
See that? That was an animation. That was bullcrap, man. That was bullcrap.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Brady. That'll be complete to Cook.
That was bullcrap.
Down at about the 30-yard line.
And, oh, man, that pissed me off.
Here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Brady to throw. Over the middle.
Look at that.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready.
See the dive.
Route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those
21-0. We're about to go to the half. Oh, and they lost it again.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
Throwing on first down is Brady. A quick pass here to get.
If I can get him to pass him down there.
Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady is going to fire one deep over the middle. Rifles one, it's going to be intercepted.
Oh.
Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Nice. That was a big failure.
One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Oh, wait. I put the Hail Mary again. Okay, we'll do one more. We'll do one more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Guys.
Oh, no, go. No. Keep going. Oh.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
First down. I don't know.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we've hit halftime here. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Let's do a Hail Mary, right? Super close to field goal. What the hell happened?
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10.
I don't know what happened.
Now a play fake. Brady dumps it off to Fournette. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. To throw, it's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash.
Shouldn't have done that stance. What the hell is that?
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a man open. Down the middle of the field. Touchdown. A great effort there.
Yeah.
With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6.
Look at that. Oh, I had to go for it, too.
Touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense.
This clinic.
Right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it.
Don't let him score. Uh-oh. Oh, they scored.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they fully expecting to win this
no more
one.
passes.
They have not disappointed.
I can do a pass. I can override it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's
I got the flag.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
So
I barely did anything. That was an automatic movement from the game. I didn't press anything on my controller.
And they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Back to throw. Brady. Falls incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash.
I thought I was going to get it.
Across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Buccaneers offense ready
They
to
didn't
rock
even
and
score.
roll again. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Nash. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards that time.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And some room to maneuver.
He got,
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Yeah, he's mad. Yeah, he's mad.
I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Yellow.
Right
I mean,
now,
they're blue.
they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Let's do a pass, guy.
Keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line.
Sweet.
57. Mike, 57. Right.
6 seconds.
Brady going to look to throw.
Throw it there. Oh, he caught it.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
57 for Mike. Mike, 57.
Gee, that messed me up. I didn't even...
57. Let me go.
To throw is Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the
score.
ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he did.
Oh, he didn't?
But he has to be
All right,
prepared for people
I mean,
making a
second
play
goal.
on it when that ball's up.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Buccaneers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, They're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt.
The guy's been working really hard trying to improve. Looks like all that extra work is paying dividends.
weeks. All right. Yes, I do. Finally. One. I don't even want to use that for that. 1 point? Back wins rack catches for single. Increased chance to break the first post stack catch time. Wins 555 passing catches. Red zone for improved catching. Oh, this is my red zone. I mean, my X factor. Okay. So improved catching. Better cuts and catching on short slot routes. Quicker turning, change of direction after rack catch. I don't even know what a rack is. Sure. I don't know what that is. Whatever. I think we're gonna end it on this note. On week 10. It's what's this? Is it just this one? Let's do it now. Do leg compressions. Explosive guard. Good night's sleep. That's it. Oh, that was it. I can advance it. Okay. Advance it real quick. 7 more weeks. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning out. Like, comment, share. Let me know what you guys think about this recording. Yeah. Go with that. Yeah. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.